guys hear me okay? Awesome. Okay, cool. That's nice. You can hear it good? Alright. So this is what we got today. We got some chunks of bearing race, just 2 this time, that I'm going to be breaking down and forging out into knives. So, a little bit more of a chill live stream than what I was doing mostly before, but yeah. There we go. I just, hey, come on, we're just chilling. One of them. You know? Melting metal surrounded by ice, yep. I can picture that, Arthur. I can picture that. What we're just doing now is we're just taking this and crushing this down. I'm going to be forging it down to 1/4 by 1, so 1/4 inch thick, 1 inch wide, and then I'll forge the knives from that. Going. I don't know how long exactly this is gonna be. I might try and forge these completely to finish, in which case it might take a couple hours. I guess I'll do that. I'll forge them to finish, or if my propane tank gives out, then I'll end stream there. Yeah. I mean, did it work though? Did you try that? Because like, I can see that working. Did you try that? Did you have your friend dress up as Shrek and bring her to you? Because, like, I can see that working if she has the right sense of humor. Careful. Yeah, this actually isn't too terribly dangerous. It's when I start, just in general, it's not as dangerous as you'd think unless you're being incredibly stupid. Later, I gotta clean. Alright, see ya, mammon. Yeah, I mean, that's all you gotta do. There's gotta be someone that's willing to do that. I've got that. Now I'm just going to draw it out, squish it down this way, and draw that out into probably about 4 inches of 1/4 by 1, which will be more than enough for the knife I'm making. Yeah, do that. Thank you. No, I cannot. I don't do any employees. Sorry. Yeah, still no answer so far. Wow. Yeah, we'll see. what's up, OG? How you doing? Pennsylvania. So yeah, it's chilly right now. We just got a fresh coat of snow last night, and it's in probably the 20s right now. Yep. We're just getting after it, forging out some bearing race for knives. Started on a new one. Forge it flat, then I'm going to squish it down this direction a lot to draw it out that way. Let's see. One, what's ready? Don't jinx it. Yeah. Yep. Remember those, oh gee, remember that set of EDCs and hunters? The two little EDCs and the two Coffin Bowie style hunters that I did right before Christmas? Well, I got an order for another two of the little EDCs, so that's what I'm making right now. Skinny version of Richard Simmons. I don't know who that is, but probably accurate. Also, plus right here, and it doesn't like wind very much. So, yeah, it does not like the wind. That's pretty much the only downside. But once I get the blown burner running, that's not going to be a problem. I'm going to go get a second propane tank. Up just in case. Propane tank's getting a little low. better looking rivet through Simmons? Appreciate that, OG. What's up, Tornado? It is indeed free to hit the thumbs up and to subscribe. Yeah. I'm going to be aiming for 5 streams a week. Monday through Friday, probably. But if the weather gets in the way, then maybe a Saturday or Sunday live stream. But yeah, I'll be aiming for 5 a week going forward. Just getting that crushed down to draw out the billet for the knife. Yep. Well, that's our first knife billet so far. I got my Eric Rivers Special 5.5 pound mini sledge just going to town. And it works pretty darn good, let me tell you. So, come on, much. Yeah, the majority of the room in my shed is taken up by the lawnmower. I don't know if you can spot in the back. Let's see. Right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, is my brand new Grizzly 2x42, and that thing rocks. Let me tell you. Drop my tongs in the snow. Alright, quick propane tank swap. This is, I just say that because this is the kind of hammer he's always swinging on his live streams. It's a great big, almost too big hammer. today. I was just tooling around on the Grizzly, and I was able to come up with a way to do some fullers on this just crap railroad spike knife I made like 3 years ago, and it works pretty good. Now I'll show you the setup if you want. So basically, what I did, it's tight, but what you do is you have to bring this out as far as you can. There. You have to bring this out, the platen out, and you have to put the platen in the bottom slot. And then you rotate it all the way like that, as far as it'll go. Then you tighten it back up. And then you put the work rest in the top slot, and you can just barely fit the belt on there. But with that setup, you can grind the fullers in real easy because you have this top contact wheel here. It's more up like that when the belt's actually on it. But you have this top contact wheel, and then you can rest on the work rest, and it works surprisingly well. I was able to get it to kind of mostly work on the first try, and like if I had like actual practice and stuff with it, it would do real good. And that's if you have the Grizzly 2x42. You could probably do it with most other like belt grinders that are all that same kind of similar shape, but I did it with the Grizzly. It worked damn well. Yeah, it works. It's not perfect, but it does work. Yeah, the big problem with fullers is they're a pain in the butt to hand sand. So you have to either grind them 100% of the way, and you'll still have the lines going the other way. It just sucks to hand sand. Thank you, John. Yeah, thanks. sitting. We got smack on 1 inch in width. Tad over a 1/4 inch in thickness. More like 5/16. So I'll just bring this down in thickness a little more. Maybe switch over to a gentler hammer. And then that'll be that one done. This hammer wasn't big enough, I've got this one. For comparison, here's the two of them next to each other. This is my 16-pound striker, and this is not a one-handed hammer. That's for damn sure. But it moves steel quick. Let me tell you. Very kind of the steel to just sit there like that. This one. A little bit gentler, carefuler hammer. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Where do I find my hammers? Some of them, like this one, I made this for a blacksmithing class that I took when I was first starting. The 5.5 I got along with a couple of other hammers at the Urbana 50th anniversary conference back in June. I get them from salvage sales. Some of them I made. I haven't bought any from other blacksmiths yet, but yeah. It's mostly like salvage sales and places like that. We got 1 inch, 1/4 inch about. It's got a little bit more pushing down to do. It doesn't have to be like exactly 1/4 by 1, but as close as the two pieces are to each other, the easier the next bit's gonna be. Right now, no, not titanium today. Right now, I'm forging out some pieces of bearing race to make a couple more of the little EDC ones that I was working on before Christmas. I got order, same customer, for 2 more of those. So that's what I'm working on right now. think I need a better pair of billet tongs. These things are not enjoying this. Let's see if I can fix them up a little bit. They still do that. Not ideal. That's one thing I'd like to do is try and make a hammer. I need a good one. Yeah, hammers are cool. Forging in a cross peen or a straight peen would suck. And also you need something fairly large to be able to drift them over, because you can't make too big of an eye with only the little 3/4 inch hardy hole on these anvils. But yeah, I'd rather be inside sipping hot chocolate, my bro. It's nice. It's better than in summer, but it's not the perfect thing. Yeah, it would definitely be hard work for you. Hello, Brazil. Yeah, so I do have a hammer I punch. Over here. This is the one I made. It's a little bit janky, and I should probably make a better one. And as for a hammer I drift, I did have one, but that's the one that I borrowed from someone I was working for. So I don't like own one. I need to order some material and make one. Yeah. A33, Atlantic 33, 1 1/4 inch Flutagon from Maritime Knife Supply will get you sorted out for a hammer I drift. I've got my big piece of A2 that I'm going to be making my hammer I drift out of. That's this sucker. And this does not like to move. So I'm going to try welding a new stick onto this and doing this. Maybe later today if I still have a bunch of time and energy. roughly a quarter by roughly 1 by roughly 4. Perfect. Okay, that's one done. Yeah, A2, or no, not A2. A33, Atlantic 33 is about the best drift material there is. And then just like a piece of coil spring for the punch. The punch is super simple. It's just a rectangular taper, about 2-to-3 ratio. So like the rectangle is 2 units wide by 3 units long. The 2-to-3 rectangle taper with a two-way chisel at the bottom, or like a facet, or a just center punch grind basically at the tip, and that'll do you just fine. I recommend welding it onto a stick. But yeah, that's the key. And then for the drift, it's just another 2-to-3 rectangular taper, from about as big as you can have it be, a 2-to-3 rectangle, down to a point, and then ovalize it, either with a grinder or by forging. This little shelf right in here works great for ovalizing, or if you have a swage block, that would obviously work very well too. But yeah, that's what you're going to need to do if you want to make your own hammer-eye punch and drift. There you go. That's your recipe for the tools. Any blacksmiths in chat? What are y'all working on these days? Or any other kind of makers too? What you got going on? I don't want to just sit here and stare at you awkwardly. Like to make a 3 to 4 pound rounding hammer. Okay, so for a hammer that size, what you probably want to do is you want to take and find like a nice big sledgehammer, and maybe even open up the eye on that sledgehammer a little bit bigger. You want a sledgehammer with a real big eye, and then you set that into a stump or something with lots of clearance underneath the eye, and then you can drift your hammer over that. Because there's only so big a hammer you can make with this little bitty hardy hole to drift over. So you're going to need to do that as well. But a 3 to 4 pound rounding hammer, there's going to be a lot of forging, but I suspect you're used to that. If you want to do any kind of like accents or anything, like if you want like an old hickory forge style with like the fullers going around, that's obviously more tooling and a lot more work. So yeah, I have a 8 pound sledgehammer that I drift over sometimes, and that works pretty good. About 1 inch by tad over a quarter, and by 3.5. Okay. Turn this around. Toss that back in there. Come on. That's the one thing I don't like about the Atlas, is it really does not like any kind of wind at all. Still learning some weatherworks. Skewing knife and a wood carving knife. Nice. That'll be a cool little project. Hobby, okay, yeah. I think, you have an Instagram, right, Jeff? I think you followed me, if I remember correctly. You need to get on Instagram, OG. Your stuff would do real good on Instagram. We've got our two blanks here forged out. almost exactly the same size here, and that's kind of a miracle, because I just kind of guesstimated cutting these. So they're almost exactly the same size. And now I'm going to take, and it's already got a little bit of a point, so I'm just going to forge these into some quick little EDCs. It's going to take real long. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you should check it out. Then you can really get into the community a little more. Because, like, the rest of the time, like, the only time I chat with you is on YouTube. And then I'm, like, chatting with Mule and the rest of them on Instagram pretty much every day. So, yeah, I feel like you're kind of missing from the community a little bit. It's not too bad. If you've got like a big driver like this, I've been going for 50 minutes. But I've also been like talking and stuff. If I was just like going for it, I could get lots of these blanks done pretty quickly. It's really not too much forging to get one done. And then it makes forging the final knife a lot easier. And like I'm still pretty much entirely fresh. I don't have, like, it's not been that much. I know, I guess I've increased my resilience quite a lot with all that hammer forging, but it's just not that big a deal. So, I wouldn't say it's the hardest part. Like, it's the most of the actual material moving, for sure. But the hardest part is like the finishing and the planishing and stuff like that, because like I'm not like Eric, I'm not like real good at that stuff yet. So I did a little bit of arrowhead forging, because like a week ago I got the Melton V1 swage block, so I decided to forge some arrowheads, and this is, I think, the second one I made, basically. So yeah, it works pretty good, and arrowheads are very easy to make if you know what you're doing. And you got a plan. Yeah, he's put in a ton of work to get where he has. And like he did that one stream, I don't know if you saw, the last stream he did last week, he was grinding a knife out of the sandmine billet that I forged the week before. Like before that I was like, yeah, he's good at forging. I'm also pretty good at forging. And then it did that grinding stream. I was like, oh wow, yeah, he's good. So yeah, Eric is very good. This bit sucks. Because this isn't just like a normal plunge where I can just like go down and I'm good. I have to go in from both sides and it sucks. So yeah. Nice week of snow. Keep on going, brother. Thank you. Hello from Germany. Hello. Yeah, Eric is good. Something else I made on Saturday. The next class I'm teaching for the same guy that I taught the hammer classes for is going to be ball peen tomahawks or battle axes. So this is what I made as a practice run on Saturday. The handle is very nice. The head looks like a third grader drew it, but it still works pretty good. So yeah, that's gonna be the next class that I'm teaching. Damn it. This part, isolating the material for the handle and the blade on this style of knife sucks, and I hate it because I don't have a guillotine tool yet. We're gonna do it anyways. not fun at all. Something else I got recently. So, this right here is the Melton V1 swage block, and it is awesome and you need to get it. It has like all the basic swage block bits. It's got this thing, it's got these little ones, it's got the sharp ones, and then it even has this, which is made for forging in hammer faces, and it's amazing and it's awesome and you need to get it. So yeah, that's that. Just saying, thanks for letting me hang. I gotta go appreciate the content. Duck, you doing all? Later, Jeff. Alright, see ya, OG. Catch you on the next live stream, whoever's it is. Hello. I'm forging knives. Earlier I got done forging out 2 blanks just like this one, and now I'm forging them into knives. The original material is bearing race. Real big chunks of bearing race. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Any other blacksmiths in chat that are working on something? No, it's been pretty quiet. Hello from Switzerland. What's up, Dominic? We are working on knives. I don't know. I think you were there. You saw those EDCs that I was working on before Christmas. Well, I got an order from the same customer for 2 more of the small ones. So that's what I'm doing right now. Very happily forging out another custom order. I got my new Atlas forge roaring away over here. I just forge these out under the big hammer. That's what this one looks like right now. Made a pair of tongs yesterday, need to be finished tomorrow. Nice. What style of tongs? What kind of tongs did you make? Okay, cool. How big? Just like general V-bit or like some super specific size that you gotta meet? Tune them to 12mm. Alright, that's a decent mid-range size. That's like half an inch, right? I think that's about half an inch. So not huge, but not tiny either. That's cool. draw this out a little wider so that we'll have a more defined transition from the blade to the handle. For something else to adjust them. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, generally, are they going to be just for square stock? Because, like, if they're holding round stock, there needs to be a certain amount of, like, width, or it's not going to work well. But yeah, I guess you could adjust them at least a little bit, probably like plus or minus 5 millimeters or like a 1/4 inch in either direction. That's a new one, just drop it down there, huh? Yeah, that's cool. I don't know, I think you got here after, but on Saturday I made this, and the head looks like a 5-year-old drew it, but this is going to be the next project that I'm teaching. So it's a ball peen tomahawk. Right now I have it hung up like an axe to use for axe things, not throwing. And I made the mistake of throwing it anyway, and it hit like this. And so, I don't know how well you can see. I think this is the big spot right here, but that was a mistake. So I kind of goofed it up a little bit, but it still works pretty good. And it was just like a quick 3-hour build on Saturday, just to make sure we know what we're doing. Forgot to hit send. Yeah, that happens sometimes. It's worse when you send it too soon and then you hope that someone else doesn't say something before you finish your sentence. Battle axes, yeah, it was really fun. We just got a whole bunch of brand new ball peen hammers off Amazon, and the material moved really easy, like almost concerningly easy. but it hardened up pretty well, so I think it's like a middle medium carbon steel, like 1045 probably. But I was able to get it to the point where it would keep an edge. But it was a lot of fun. You just got to make sure you have a nice tomahawk drift or you're gonna hate it. It's gonna be awful if you don't have that. Yeah, well, the problem with mine is it's way too thick to throw, so it won't stick at all. How many tongues do I have? Lots. Not like tons. I probably have like a dozen pairs. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, like a dozen pairs. It's lagging. My Wi-Fi is doing fine. It hasn't made any trouble today, so yeah. Is like the audio out of sync with the video? Is that the problem? Because if that's the problem, you can try quitting out and coming back in. Lagging yet on your end? Alright, yeah, try either refreshing the page, and if that doesn't work, then refreshing your Wi-Fi, Dominic. Because my side hasn't been having any trouble. So, now that I say that, maybe it'll just disconnect itself like it does sometimes. But, let's see. Yeah, you can never have enough tongs. Fine now? Alright, great. Don't want to be having Wi-Fi issues, that always sucks. yeah, I got kind of at the same time as these. I'm just waiting for stuff to come in. I have a Damascus folder that I'm going to be making. It's going to be styled after like a bayonet, kinda. So it's going to be like a half dagger. So like it's going to be like straight, and then it's going to have a point, and then there's going to be a plunge like halfway up, and then there's going to be fullers after that, and it's going to be in Damascus, and it's going to be really cool. I don't have like the drawings of it on me that I'm going to be doing, but that's my next like big commission project, and that's going to be really cool. And then after that, I have the Iron Dagger from Skyrim, I'm pretty sure, is going to be the next one. I should probably double check with the customer to make sure they're still in on that, because that's been a while. But yeah, that's what I've got coming up, and I'm going to be trying to stream 5 days a week, so I'm going to be streaming that stuff too. One thing that's annoying me about this forge, and that's that any hint of wind, it just goes and starts whistling. So I think once I get the forge door on, that'll help, and then once I get the forced air blower or forced air burner on, it'll be entirely gone. But currently, it's really, really annoying. And I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about it right now, other than just deal with it. So yeah. Weird just like standing here and staring at you guys. Like, is there anything anyone's got, like any questions or any funny stories or anything? I don't have too much. And then of course I'll run out of funny stories eventually even if I had them. So yeah, otherwise it's just kind of me forging and kind of blankly staring off into the distance in between heats, and that's not very entertaining to most people, I don't think. So yeah. yeah, this is the Harbor Freight Anvil. The Harbor Freight Doyle Anvil. It is fantastic. So yeah, if you need an anvil, this is a good one. I wouldn't say it's a great one, and if you have the money, I'd probably go for something from Holland Anvil, or maybe if you have like an antique in your area that's in real good condition, you could go for that. But for a starter anvil, this is very, very hard to beat. Today we had our first cowbirds for the year. Sadly, the cab was too big. During birds gave best, but sometimes just not enough. A great start into the new year. That sucks, dude. Yeah, that sucks. I've seen a couple of good starts to the new year. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw Alex Steele. If you follow him, his most recent video, trying to make titanium Damascus glasses, was pretty much failures on every front. That was rough to watch. It was like, I think, close to a 30-minute video of just one billet after the next, just having some sort of trouble with it. So yeah, that was another good start to the new year. Pretty poor. Yeah. So this would be a great anvil. What anvil do you have currently? What are you currently forging on? Because this is good. This is good. There's 132-pound V-bore London pattern that's cast steel that I've been looking at. So maybe you could give that one a go. It's part of it, but it sucks right at the start of the year. Yeah. You have a 30-pound V-bore? Okay, yeah, this would be an upgrade. The 132-pound V-bore London pattern, I think would be a good upgrade. Forge out the tang a little bit more, and then I'll finish forging on the whole thing. Yeah, did see the video? Alright, yeah, cool. That was rough. Are there any good used anvils around your area? Maybe if there's another blacksmith that's a little more established, they might have an old one that you could grab from them. Rather get a good used one than a China one. Yeah, ideally you'd be able to find like a high quality used one, but even then, like, usually they're just so much more expensive that, especially if you don't have that much money, it's kind of hard to justify getting a much smaller and like mediocre like antique anvil as opposed to a much larger, nicer, brand new cast steel China anvil. Of course, if you really have the money, then you could get a new USA made like Holland anvil one, and that would be real. That's ideal. that would be the ideal scenario. I think Texas Farrier Supply sells some pretty big anvils as well. Or not Texas Farrier Supply. One of them type places. Yeah, like $10. That's like $5 a pound. That's pretty good, but that's nowhere near as good as like a China anvil. So. Coleslaw anvils, the Swiss ones. Yeah, you guys don't have some good anvils over there. Let's see what's that. How do you get into this craft here? Yeah. I just kind of started. Like I was slowly building up to it. Like when I was a kid, like I'd like take two sticks and nail them together to make a sword and stuff like that. And then I discovered that if you used an iron or like an old curtain rod, then you could make a better one. And then I just started finding scrap metal from around the property and using that. And then like 3 years ago I lit a big fire in the fire pit and put some steel into that and forged hot steel for the first time. And then I eventually, I think it was like less than 6 months later, my parents got me like an actual forge. I think it was my 15th birthday. Yeah, my 15th birthday. I got my first like actual forge, and then so I've just been like building up to it over time, and now I'm here, and I'm almost 18, and I've been doing this for like over 3 years, kind of. Yeah, very cool birthday present. Lagging now. Yeah, it's a rough way to start the new year. Well, that sucks. I don't know, maybe try refreshing your page, Jeff, because I'm pretty sure it's not on my end. If that doesn't fix it, then I can try refreshing the Wi-Fi on my side, but I'm pretty sure it's on your guys' side. Down some on my phone. Okay, yeah, that would do it. If you're on mobile networks, then there's no guarantee really of any kind of good reception or internet with that. So we'll just have to try and catch what you can. But yeah, that's about how I got started. Right here, this is the first railroad spike knife I made. I just recently did some more grinding on it to test my new grinder and ground these fullers in. Oh, y'all can see that. There you go. Both sides. But other than that, this was the first real knife I made. And it still works, kinda. It's in a little bit. I just cleaned it up a little bit. But that profile and stuff, that's all original. Yeah. I think you can see. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. It's right about there. I got the Grizzly 2x42. So, yeah, that just came in the other day. And so I'm gonna be upgrading the hell out of that thing. I'm putting like nice fancy platen and wheels, and I'll probably upgrade the motor at some point, all that kind of stuff. So that's gonna be my grinder for quite a while. This way. This is my treadle hammer. It goes like that. And I'm going to use this for flattening off the tank. What Amazon? What Amazon Anvil is that? My Anvil is the Harbor Freight Doyle Anvil. It's 65 pounds and it's from Harbor Freight, and it's an awesome beginner anvil. And also it doesn't ring. It's not that, it's a lot better than it would be. I've tried putting magnets on it and stuff. Right now I have it very, very securely fastened down to a very heavy wooden stump. I've tried putting magnets on it and it doesn't improve the ring anymore. So I've done about all I can do for it. But here we got our done a pretty good job of smoothing out some of the lumps and bumps and planishing the tank. Guys, back over here. So yeah, I don't know how well y'all can see, but down here, this is, I think, 1/4 by 1 1/4 bar, and it's welded to the anvil. Then I have a 5/8 inch lag bolt going through and down into this stump. So I think I could use tightening up these lag bolts a little bit, but overall it is very, very quiet compared to what most of these cast steel China anvils are. I've been doing this. Well, I kind of been making knives most of my life, but I started like really forging and making knives about like 2.5, 3 years ago. That I just hung up yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, this was yesterday, and I'll do the rest of the planishing with this. So yeah, that's how long I've been doing this for. I've been live close on 2 hours. I've been doing YouTube about 2 years, but the vast alright, well, Wi-Fi blipped, but we're alright. Well, Wi-Fi blipped, but we're back now. So yeah, I just hit 1,000 earlier today, and not stopping anytime soon. So yeah. Alright, let's get back to it. I'm not sure what all I was saying that you guys missed. So. That's that one done. Now we'll take the second blank. Pop that one in. This is an awesome little ball peen hammer, so I'll definitely be keeping this one around. Yeah, any other questions you guys have? I know we lost most of the people when Wi-Fi went out, but there's still some of y'all here. a good one. See you, Dominic. That's a lot of snow. It's more than we got. We only got like 2 or 3. And a lot of that was today, this morning. It was pretty cool. Finally got some snow. We don't get a lot of snow here in Pennsylvania. So, parts of Ohio got more snow than that. Wow. That's a lot of snow. It's getting late here, so I might cut this off early because it took me like an hour to get that one forged out, and I don't have another hour. So we'll see though. Shield around your forge for the wind. Yeah, maybe I'm hoping within the next like couple of weeks I'll be able to have that be a forced air propane burner. So I'll have like a blower and stuff, and then it shouldn't be a problem. If it's still a problem after that, then I'll probably build a shield around it like you say. But with the blower, it shouldn't be a problem unless it's like really, really windy. But yeah. I hate this bit. Don't do any heat treating on windy days? Yeah. We have to run the forge so low that like it just gets messed with tons. I'm hoping sometime this year I'll be able to get a heat treat oven. Just like a small, on the smaller end probably. But some kind of heat treat oven that I can do my knives and stuff in. That'll make stuff a lot easier. And I'll be able to do much better heat treats and much more reliable heat treats on my knives. That would certainly help too, but there's only like so much you can do with that, and it'll just, like, I'm gonna need to get a kiln at some point anyway, so I might as well get one now instead of trying to just dodge it until I can't anymore. vice grips. Just letting you know I'm here. Hey, what's up? I'm tightening up some of the bolts on my anvil before I get back to work because it's ringing a little bit. Oh yeah, you can hear the difference already. Get back to work now. I'm working on forging a second one of these. So earlier today I took this is what's left over. I cut a couple of chunks out of this big piece of bearing race and I'm working on forging them out into a couple of commissions. Dog, be right back. All right. See you then, Jeff. not good. Guess we're gonna be forging with these. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to make myself a new pair of tongs. Yeah. Yeah, I went to adjust them in the vise and it just snapped right off in there. I don't know how well you can see that, but this is meant to be, it's meant to be 2 pieces. So, lovely. Yep, new project, new pair of tongs. Yeah, I went to adjust them in the vise and it just. Tongs are 2 pieces, but these ones are 3, and that's no good. Unless you count the rivet, then it's 3 pieces, and these ones are 4, and it's still no good. Something being in more pieces than it's supposed to is never a good thing. Starting to snow again as well. Hell yeah. I ordered a couple of belts, just like a couple 36, a couple 120, a couple 220, a couple 400 grit belts for my new grinder. And I also got a gallon of gator piss. And I just got a notification that it shipped from from Texas Farrier Supply, and it's supposed to be here Friday. So that'll be good. And it's snowing again. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is snowing. can see the difference between these two, but it's not going to be that much more forging before this one looks like this one. So we're getting close. It's a pretty nice clean shape, especially with like a more minimalist handle, where no like crazy contouring or anything. You just put the scales on and profile them, and then you just do like a pretty basic like round, like maybe like a 5-inch round on top on it, and it's so comfortable. It's awesome. And like they're really easy to do too. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this up against the edge of the end of or the side of the anvil here. And I'm going to forge on the top, and that'll start to get that. And I can forge down here as well into the heel. Start to get that heel looking the same, just like that. Hey, what's up, Juan? Is that it? Finally found you live? Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to do more live streams because they've been absolutely killing it for the subscriber count. Subscribe, by the way, if you haven't. If you're one of the 25 people watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe. But yeah, these have been doing absolutely fantastic, so I'm going to continue doing them. Right now, I am forging some EDCs. I got an order for Christmas for a couple Christmas EDC knives. And then I got an order from the same guy for 2 more of them, pretty much as soon as I delivered the first 4. So that's what I'm doing now. This is the first one, and then I'm forging the second one, and it's almost to matching the first one. Tuck in there like that. Forge down from the top. There we have it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out this tip a little more, give it a little bit more curve, and then I'm going to finish the tang, and then it's going to be done. But they're pretty close. Love it? Thank you. I asked them to subscribe and everyone left. That's lovely. Alright. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be getting some more snow tonight. Because I don't know. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of them getting picked up, but it's currently starting to flurry. And this is really quite nice. It's not impossibly cold. I'm fairly comfortable out here with a warm jacket and a warm forge. Snowing. It's just, this is great. Now what I'm going to do, tap into the corner like that, punch it back out, go again, I'm just trying to draw this tip out a little bit. It can go over here too, onto the horn. But when you're doing stuff like this, pretty much every couple of hits, you have to go and flatten it back out because you really don't want it to roll over, which it will do if you're not careful. I don't know how well you can see that, but those are pretty darn close. I think let's forge this one to tip back a little bit on this one, and then we'll be good for the blade and onto the handle. And we can forge out the tang a little bit more and then planish both, and then we'll be good. This around, and I'm just gonna draw out and straighten out and clean up the lines on the tang, and then we'll be done. I have not ground any bevels on my new grinder, and I'll probably do these ones on my old grinder too, because I only have the 120 grit belt that the grinder came with. So I don't know. I don't really fancy trying to grind in some bevels on 52-100 with a used 120 grit belt. So, yeah. I'll probably either wait for the new belts to come in on Friday or grind them on my old grinder. two knives side by side. They are very, very close. I'm actually I'm really happy with how close these are. So just toss these in to heat up for annealing. I do have a touch mark that I stamp with most of the time. So yeah, I don't like engrave my name on it or anything, but I do have a Duckrabbit touch mark. That's something else I'm wanting to get this year, is like a proper one that like looks more like my logo and not just kind of like half sorta-ish, like the one I made. So yeah. But I do have one of them. Alright, taking the burner out, and then I'm putting a brick in front of the opening of the forge. To try and block most of that heat in. Yeah, touch stand. I do have one of them. Alright, so that's what I got. It's a lot hotter than, it's not nearly as hot as it looks. It's just all blown up from the it being dark outside. But yeah, got those two knives down in there, and they are going to be annealing. Hopefully that'll cool down over quite a long period of time. But it has been 2.5 hours, and I'm tired, and it's dinner time, so I'm gonna head out. Okay, bye.